11th Annual Hillbilly Days.
And the mountain people, we need something to celebrate, and we are hillbillies, and it's typical of us to talk about our heritage and the things that we stand for and believe in.
The first year, about 10,000 hillbillies converged on Pikeville. Now an estimated 40 to 60,000 hillbillies come from all across the United States and Canada.
It means a lot to communities. They can pull together and say it's ours. It's something for us to be proud of. And let's face it, for tourism's sake, it means a lot of money to this community. And they travel through this state and spend money in other locations before they get here.
With a festival this size, it's difficult to get the crowds off the streets and the people ready for the Hillbilly Parade. An estimated 40 to 50,000 people line the streets of Pikeville on a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Janice, one of my favorite parts of the parade, and as is the case with any parade of this day, the motorcycles. There's some proud Shriners on their red bikes now.
There are several hillbilly clans represented in the parade from several states. There are hillbillies everywhere, I guess. This is the Imperial clan. George Wells there in the front seat.
Imperial hillbillies, as opposed to unimperial hillbillies, I suppose. Familiar-looking driver and car.
That's true. We've been chauffeured in that car in a few parades, I think. Chauffeuring this clamping clunker is one of the originators of Hillbilly Days, by the way, Howard Dirty Ear Stratton. Wonder where he got that name. Riding with him are Pike Commonwealth Attorney John Paul Runyon and Tourism Secretary Wendell Cohn. Looks like they're having a good time there.
What a crew.
There's Dirty Ear.
There's a poor dog in search of a fire hydrant. Can't get to it because the crowd's so big this year. Poor animal. Look at him. He's suffering.
Here's Clan 14 with Pa and Ma Raban. I think that means they're leaders, by the way.
Long car.
Cute little car there. I didn't know hillbillies drove those kinds of cars, Steve.
This looks an awful lot like Jeff Noble's.
This is true.
What do we have here? A possum queen?
A possum queen. It's Jean Ritchie and Liz Ellsworth. Wonder what you have to do to be nominated for possum queen. You have to cook possum or kill possums or what?
You know what we call possums here in eastern Kentucky, don't you?
No, I don't.
Road pizza. Great. Boy, this is a big one.
Yeah, I think this clan is from Indianapolis, Indiana, Clan 14. Wonder if they drove that all the way from Indianapolis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Where there's a will, there's a way. If they did, they got some strange looks on the interstate.
Wonder if they got a ticket for the minimum speed limit.
Oh, I'm sure they had something to perk up the officer's day if he pulled him over with a still on the back. Move over, Lawrencewell.
I haven't seen one of those cars in a long time.
I think that's a 64 Corvair, 463. Some more hillbillies that found a home in Pikeville.
That's an interesting looking collection place there.
I'll say. Hello, Grandpa. How you doing?
Looks like he's having fun. You know, Steve, what this is all about, the money that's collected goes to the Shriners Children's Hospital. And here is the Shrine Love Boat. Some of the children riding along there.
And love has to be what it's all about. It's a fantastic facility in Lexington. I know I've visited it before, and they do fantastic work.
Clan 31's Hillbilly Queen, Mary Hogan.
Hello, Your Highness. Who's that next to her?
Maybe that's His Highness.
His Highness, I see.
Hillbilly showing a little leg there.
A little? Okay. Oh, well. Brilliant camera work by the WYMT News crew today.
Looks like a Miss America candidate there with that wave.
Just about. With the addition of some good fat back soup beans and cornbread.
Wonder what barn they got those bales of hay out of.
Now these guys are ready right here. Weapons, either the Hatfields or the McCoys, one or the other. They're armed. Don't mess with the one in the middle.
They're from Hamilton, Ohio. Did they have feuds up there, too?
That's up around Dayton, Ohio. I doubt it seriously. Not, if they do, they're not Funyuns like we have down here anyway.
I guess that's why they're down here today.
Sure. What a motley-looking crew.
Guess that's a modern hillbilly there in the golf shirt.
Look at the fun they're having, though. That's the great thing about this. You can come down, dress any way you want to, and just have a good time.
And we'll be back with more from the Hillbilly Days Festival in just a moment.
Ouch. You remember the first time you tried these games? Space Cat. But with practice, Captain Galaxy. And when you first tried Coke, I bet you said, no, thank you. But hey, let's try Coke again. Because once you got that new wave taste, you want to try it again, and again. Practice makes perfect. Catch the wave, Coke.
Bright, new, vivacious, the WYMT Spring Catalog, full of terrific shopping ideas on every page. See the lovely spring collection, now at Bryce Hager Decorating Centers in Paintsville and Pikeville. John Deere attachments and products free when you buy a new John Deere lawnmower, riding mower, or tractor, now at Blackburn's Lawn Equipment in Stanford. The WYMT Spring Catalog, spring selections made to order for your entire family.
The Mercury Legend. Flat out fast, bold, distinctive. And now there's the awesome race-tested Laser XRI, the only fuel-injected production outboard anywhere. Head to your Mercury outboard dealer. The legend lives on.
Mountain Marine, located at North Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
Whatever job you're working, construction, mining, or logging, get all the equipment you need at Kraushorn Equipment Company in Harvin. Kraushorn, your John Deere dealer, has been in business at the same location for 52 years and has a well-staffed parts and service department to meet your needs. Kraushorn Equipment Company, located just off the Highway 421 bypass in Harvin. Working hard for people to keep your equipment running. Call 573-2454.
People came from 40 states and Canada, Janice, just to take part in this year's Hillbilly Days Festival.
You know, Steve, Roger Phantom went out and about asking the question, why would people want to be known as a hillbilly?
That's easy.
Heard about Hillbilly Days. My parents live here, so we thought we'd take advantage of the beautiful weather today and come and see what it's all about.
Word is spreading. This year, in excess of 40,000 people will visit this Hillbilly Heaven. It's a celebration of a certain brand of people, a proud people backed by a rich Appalachian heritage, unduplicated anywhere in the world.
It's beautiful, beautiful. Finest people in the world we've ever met.
Relaxation. Everybody's relaxed.
Well, mostly it's fun. I like girls. Fun girls.
If you're lucky, you could even catch Orville Coleman making what he claims to be the best cotton candy in all the world.
Well, all the kids love it, and they look forward to it. They look forward to cotton candy at this time of the year, and there's good money in it.
But what would a mountain celebration be without foot-stomping, toe-tapping mountain music?
I just like to come down and watch them play and sing and dance.
From the Hillbilly Days celebration, Roger Phantom, 57 Mountain News, Pikeville.
The Hillbilly and the so-called hillbilly cars were the highlight of this year's Hillbilly Days parade. The cars look like something straight out of Jethro and Granny Clappett's garage with Jethro at the wheel. We have the Harold Dazzlettes majorettes, and I believe I know where Harold is.
I think so. Greater Metropolitan Harold, Kentucky, home of WYMT-TV's Big Sandy Hero.
That's right, halfway in between Pikeville and Prestonsburg.
Oh, talk about some cuties. There you go, guys. Put the pedal to the metal. Let her roll.
How fast do those things go? Do you have any idea?
Depends on how big the person is driving. In my case, about 2 miles per hour.
Boy, these are a bunch of guys you can feel sorry for on a day like this. If there was a fire, wouldn't they have a rough time getting through the crowds to get there?
How many were here today? 50,000 almost?
Probably. Yeah, they're estimating between 40 and 50,000 people.
Wow.
There's the Dameron Steel Float. They're sporting some hillbilly music there, modern hillbilly music.
Sounds good. I'm not sure where that group of musicians is from, but they're very good. This is the one that got us when we just got in town today with the squirt guns out the side.
I think so.
They get you and you don't even know where it came from.
The hairdo was gone in about 3 minutes.
Right?
I definitely think that looks like a Jeff Mobile.
As in Jeff Mobile.
Oh, yeah. Another little doggy there. Here are some Big Sandy Shriners hillbillies from Paintsville over in the Big Sandy area, Johnson County. They didn't have quite as far to come as some of the others did.
There's a man with the right mode of transportation.
See the dead chicken on the front there?
Sure.
How is that thing being powered?
Pedal power.
A lot of energy, I guess.
Look at the faces on these people. They're not having fun. They're having a miserable time being out today.
You know, here is another one of the originators of Hillbilly Days, Shady Grady Kenny, and we won't ask him how he got that name. That's his float.
I'd ask him, Grady, why do they call you Shady Grady?
He's one of Shady Grady's helpers.
You really can't appreciate these vehicles seeing them on television. You have to see them in person.
You have to smell them in person.
That's true.
Too.
That's right. And they've got the pet goat.
Cute little goat.
If you like goats, I suppose.
That's something I don't think we see quite as much these days as we used to, are all the animals along the roadsides and people's farms. Patriotic hillbillies there. These people look like they don't have a worry in the world, Steve.
No, they don't. You know, eastern Kentucky is particularly Breathitt County, speaking of patriotic hillbillies, they can boast of the highest percentage of those who enlisted in the service during World Wars I, II, and the Korean conflict. They had more people registered from Breathitt County than any other county per capita in the nation.
That is something to be proud of. You know, several times through this afternoon, we're going to see parades and cars that say clans and outhouses. Do you know exactly how that works?
An outhouse?
No,
I know exactly how an outhouse works, but I can't tell you about it right now.
I think an outhouse is a division of a clan, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I see. I thought you were asking me to define the difference between a one-holer and a two-holer.
No, I think I'm not that young. I remember those days.
Outdoor plumbing in a snowstorm. Nothing like it. because it takes literally hundreds of hours of manpower to make a sharp vehicle look good. It takes just as much to make one of these vehicles look bad. The time and money they invest in these things to make them look this bad. It's remarkable.
Probably one thing, though, they have better engines in those things than our modern cars do in some ways. To beef them up so that they can drive them from many states far away to come to this thing.
Imagine it looks like get along the way driving through Indianapolis, Indiana in one of those.
Lovely vehicle. Wonder if they would pass a modern vehicle inspection. No door there? A little dangerous.
Yes, that's 260 air conditioning.
Oh, I see.
2 doors off and 60 miles per hour. Keeps you real cool. The boar hog. Okay.
Wow, this is like everything that a barn would ever need.
And then some.
And then some.
Few spare parts.
And more from the 1987 Hillbilly Days Parade in just a moment.
Everybody is wearing jeans and loving it. Get in on the deluge of denim. Shop Messer's Department Store in Martin. Messer's Department Store has over 5,000 pairs of jeans to choose from. Names like Levi, Lee, and Calvin Klein. Also, we've got tennis shoes from Nike and Converse and metallics for spring. See the lovely selection of Easter dresses and children's clothing for Easter at Messer's Department Store in Martin.
Bright, new, vivacious, the WYMT Spring Catalog, blooming with terrific shopping ideas on every page.
Save on Southern States heavy-duty washers and dryers now at Frazier's Farmers Supply in Whitesburg. Easy payment plan available. Through April, Mountain Vision Center offers 20% off men's sunglasses by Playboy, Lacoste, and Ray-Ban. Plus a free perma-press handkerchief by Tura.
The WYMT Spring Catalog, spring selections made to order for your entire family.
Johnson's in downtown Pikeville is proud to show you beautifully handcrafted cowboy and cowgirl boots. Exotic skins like sea snake, python, lizard, and ostrich. Bench crafted like no other brand. Johnson's also carries eel-skin purses, billfolds for men, and men's belts. Our purses are handmade Italian from Lizia, made just for Johnson's. Other fashion standouts include Porsche, the ultimate sunglasses, Guess jeans, and now Guess watches. Shop Johnson's for the best quality brands, the rarest and most sought-after items.
All car dealers can get you the car you want. But if you go to a dealer that sells for less and has a commitment to quality service, you've gone to Hayes Chevrolet Buick in Jackson. Hayes first-rate service facilities are staffed by men with years of GM experience. Buying a car in eastern Kentucky not only puts your money to work in the mountains, but it makes quality service convenient. Keep that great GM feeling with genuine GM parts at Hayes Chevrolet Buick, Highway 15, Jackson.
.365 days a year. We're here with you. We're your Mountain Television. Channel 57, WYMT-TV.
The Hillbilly Days Parade lasted about an hour and a half this year. Lots of units from lots of places. More hillbillies here.
Seems like every year that I come to this event, there are more and more people coming from more and more places, further and further away.
Even people from Canada. I wonder if they'll come from Mexico next year. Do you think they have hillbillies in Mexico, Steve?
See.
Wonder what he's selling.
There you go. Show us how it's done.
Makes you feel like dancing.
We did most of the day, except when we were riding.
Adding to the pollution problem there a little bit.
Wonder what he's burning in that thing.
I would be almost afraid to ask.
Couldn't be some good corn squeezings. They wouldn't put him to waste like that, surely not.
Oh, check this.
A big bikini. Yeah.
That's a huge bikini.
Coming up, folks, the person who was wearing that.
Hillbilly Clan number 1. Ooh, I heard a shot go off.
Somebody didn't make the wedding. You know, there are some detractors who frown on this and who say that this is not a way to celebrate our heritage. I strongly disagree. I think it's great. I think this symbolizes how far eastern Kentucky has come over the years. And things were rough for the early settlers way back when.
And for such a worthy cause, too.
I don't know about the rest of the folks, but I'm proud to call myself a hillbilly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a few familiar faces there. Big Sandy Bureau Chief Roger Fannin, hello.
And company.
Wonder who will be in the next car.
I don't know. Now watch how we throw our voices on this one, folks. I don't know who those two are, but that's Jeff Noble in the coveralls.
That's right. The one that predicted only a 30% chance of showers. He did real well. No showers at all. 7th District Congressman Chris Perkins.
And a good-looking Thunderbird. Former Kentucky Governor Julian Carroll served 7 years after Governor Wendell Ford, and he's back trying for another one. Hello, Ronald.
Ronald McDonald, by the way, Steve, won 2nd place in the commercial float category. And by the way, we also understand that Ronald went directly to the nursing homes to visit after the parade.
That's great. Pike Judge Executive Paul Patton, also candidate for Lieutenant Governor this year. Rex Davis Jr. running for State Auditor.
John Brock, candidate for Superintendent of Public Instruction.
He's a hillbilly, native of Bell County, now Rowan County School Superintendent.
Coming up here, the Betsy Lane Bobcats Elementary Twirlers, and they won 2nd place in the marching unit category. So we'll keep hillbilly outfits there.
A bunch of Daisy Mays.
I didn't know that hillbillies twirled the dawn.
Sure.
Sure?
Sure.
I guess hillbillies do anything they want to, don't they?
That's right. When they're in eastern Kentucky, that's what they do.
Cute little girl.
All those sore feet at the end of the day.
Right. A little bit older here, nevertheless majorette. John and Stumbuck majorette. They won 3rd place in the marching unit category.
And the Vietnam veterans, a much too overlooked group anywhere in the United States, not just in eastern Kentucky. Our hats off to you, gentlemen.
And I guess rightly so, they were named 1st place winners in the marching unit category. I guess they know more about marching than almost anyone.
Anyone here today. They made us proud.
Bob Babbage, candidate for auditor.
Presently, Urban County Council member in Lexington, I believe.
That's right.
Todd Hollenbeck, you saw there briefly, Commonwealth's attorney in Jefferson County. He's running for Kentucky Attorney General.
The Pikeville College pre-ballet class. 2nd place winners in the non-commercial flow category.
Now, I'd like to have that truck.
I believe my dad used to have one like that a long time ago.
There's Steve Beshear with his infamous Louisville Slugger baseball bat. Kentucky's Lieutenant Governor trying to win the top spot in this May primary. Alma Waddell running for Superintendent of Public Instruction. She's a hillbilly also from Knott County. Very gracious lady.
partially dressing the part today.
It's interesting. There's Roger Noe, state representative from Harlan County, who's running for superintendent of public instruction. Most of your candidates for superintendent of public instruction are from eastern Kentucky.
Here's a Pike County native, too, by the way, Brett Scott. He's running for state treasurer. Waving at the crowd.
And the Elkhorn City High School Marching Band riding for a change. Instrumental version of Lee Greenwood's hit, I Love the USA, God Bless the USA. That's what it is. Fitting for today.
Sure, those children got a lot of waves back, too. They're having a good time waving at everybody.
Ooh, that truck glows in the dark. So does his nose, for that matter.
This hobo train came all the way from South Carolina. Instead of hillbillies, I think these Shriners are hobos. He looks so sad. He needs a friend.
True life, he probably runs a Fortune 500 company down there.
Probably
brings in a cool $2 million a year. But he's up here having fun with the rest of us.
See the sign there?
No, I didn't catch it.
Roads are like politicians. They both get better in May.
That's true.
That's from the Right Fork of Brushy Community Action Program. Big wheels on that truck.
You know where that truck goes, don't you?
No.
Anywhere it wants to.
Coleman Oil there, they won 3rd place.
And there's Wendy. I'm hungry. Let's take a break.
That's right. Okay, we'll go grab a hamburger, and we'll be back with more parade action in just a minute.
Country Boy Waterbeds is now giving away $160 in cash discounts and free merchandise with every regular waterbed purchase. You get a free set of sheets, a free pair of pillows, a free pair of padded side rails, and a complete waterbed care kit. In addition, you also get a $50 cash discount on your choice of over 70 different waterbed styles. If you'd like to keep your present bedroom furniture, replace your mattress and springs with this Somo water mattress. Now reduced to $100 at your Waterbed Superstore.
Bright, new, vivacious, the WYMT Spring Catalog, blooming with terrific shopping ideas on every page.
Now at Harlan Farmer Supply. 5-year warranty for parts and labor on carrier equipment. $25 charge for first repair only. Call 573-COOL.
Shop the Francis Store in downtown Prestonsburg, where quality and personal service have been the tradition for 65 years.
The WYMT Spring Catalog, spring selections made to order for your entire family.
These engines are years ahead of competition. Exclusive features, exclusive technology, superior dependability. Already legends, and all Phantom Black. Head out today with tomorrow's technology. See your Mercury outboard dealer. The legend lives on.
Mountain Marine, located at North Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
Bright, new, vivacious, the WYMT Spring Catalog, blooming with terrific shopping ideas on every...
Obviously, our lead is this UK story. Definitely.
Knowing people and places, that's what counts. Your mountain news is happening now.
I'm John Jury. Jeff Franklin and I know people here in the mountains. take their sport seriously, and so do we. From Big Blue to high school, to the pennant races, to the Super Bowl, your kind of sports on 57 Mountain Sports, weeknights at 6 and 11.
We're your mountain news station, WYMT.
These engines are years ahead of competition. Exclusive features, exclusive technology, superior dependability. Already legends, and all Phantom Black. Head out today with tomorrow's technology. See your Mercury outboard dealer. The legend lives on.
Mountain Marine, located at North Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
Decades ago, moonshiners escaped the revenuers by taking to the hills. Some of their descendants can still make some pretty heavy-duty tracks. The 10K run attracted many health enthusiasts to take to the streets with some powerful mountain foot power.
For the 5th consecutive year in conjunction with Hillbilly Days, the Citizens Bank of Pikeville sponsored a 10K run. And for the not-so-serious runner, a 1-mile fun run, which is in its 2nd year. But the good thing about the event, all the proceeds go to charity.
Proceeds from our run go strictly toward the Shriners Crippled Children Hospital. We make no money on this run. We have trophies for all age divisions, male and female, in both runs. And area merchants have been great for us as far as donating gifts and certificates to give away at the end of the run. We have random drawings from those that have participated. And they can win anything from a telephone to $50 gift certificates.
Both races attracted runners young and old from all over Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, and Florida. Florida? Yes, that's right. Robert Wright, that is, the winner of the fun run, sophomore in high school from Cocoa Beach, Florida, who shattered last year's fun run's winning time.
I ran a fairly good race, and I had some little help. It pushed me a little bit, made me run harder. It was good condition, good race.
I won a race last year, set a course record, but the kid who won today, he blasted my record and me. He was super tough. Got me going down the final stretch. I just didn't have nothing left.
As for the 10K run winners, Doug Bonk of Richmond took first place on the men's side, and Hopi Newkirk from Owensville was tops for the women.
The hill was a little bit, it was rather long, and then with the wind hitting you in the face, it was a tough course. We thought that going out with the wind in your face, coming back, it might be at your back, but I never did feel it. But we enjoyed it. It was a good run.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. This is the first race of the season for me, so I just wanted to see what I could do, and the time that I ran I was very satisfied with it, yes.
So will the participants in this year's event be back again next year?
I'm planning on coming back next year if I'm still alive. Let's hope so. Thank you.
Jeff Franklin, 57 Mountain Sports.
34, 24. You know, Janice, a lot of planning goes into an event like this, which attracts literally tens of thousands of people.
Steve, that's exactly right. That's what Roger Fannin found out when he was talking with some of the people who coordinate Hillbilly Days.
Imagine, if you will, a city with a population of just more than 5,000 inviting 40,000 visitors downtown. It isn't your imagination. It's Hillbilly Days.
Well, it's wall-to-wall people, for one thing, but everybody has a ball, it seems, and they can buy everything from fried apple pies to soup beans.
Downtown Pikeville has taken on a new look, new traffic patterns, additional police walking the beat.
Well, you just take it as it comes, just to be truthful. You plan for it, all the planning you can do, but in actual reality, you just have to take it as it comes each individual day.
For those in the service community, it's truly a marketing event. Motels are said to be booked solid for miles around. Thomas Huffman says he's already turned away in excess of 100 potential customers.
Be full for a weekend one of the few times during a year, which is great, and it's one of the few times that we wish we had more rooms, because we turn away more than we keep.
The best way to describe it, I suppose, at this point is wild.
From the Hillbilly Days Festival, Roger Fannin, 57 Mountain News, Pikeville.
Bright, new, vivacious, the WYMT Spring Catalog, loaded with terrific shopping ideas on every page. Pickle
Oak Creek Authentic Redwood Furniture and Continental Classics Aluminum Garden Furniture. 25% off at Betty's Porch and Patio Furniture, Pikeville.
From Barnes Hine, hypoallergenic soft mate eye makeup remover plus mascara. Only $6 through April at Mountain Vision Center.
The WYMT Spring Catalog. Spring selections made to order for your entire family.
Johnson's in downtown Pikeville has been telling you about the new snakeskin tennis shoes. So lightweight and comfortable. Now they're available exclusively at Johnson's in styles in 1987. Look for them here at Johnson's. At Johnson's, we carry only the best lines of shoes and clothing because we want you to look great. And don't forget, it's winter clearance time with many great bargains still available.
Bright, new, vivacious, the WYMT Spring Catalog, blooming with terrific shopping ideas on every page.
Now supplying bottled water to homes and businesses in a 10-county area. Pete Minyard Water Conditioning, 448 East Main Street, Hazard. East Kentucky's only licensed Swiss cabinet maker is waiting for your call. 436-2494. Burkhalter Woodworking in the Wabaco section of Hazard for custom professional woodworking.
The WYMT Spring Catalog. Spring selections made to order for your entire family.
In our country, where physical illness gets the most advanced medical treatment, a disease that affects 35 million Americans goes virtually untreated.
Why don't you just get up and pull yourself together? Snap out of it.
The disease is mental illness, a disease that's often misunderstood, so its victims wind up neglected, isolated.
There is nothing more I can do for you.
But mental illness can be treated once you learn to see the sickness. For an informative booklet, call the American Mental Health Fund.
Welcome back to WYMT-TV's coverage of Hillbilly Days 1987 and the Hillbilly Day Parade from this past Saturday. There's the tribute to the coal miners. That's how it used to be done, boys and girls.
What made Eastern Kentucky great.
They made money the old-fashioned way.
They earned.
Right. None if they did, and they still do.
What is this?
That's another possum.
Is that a possum?
That's an albino possum, I'll bet you. With a pink, no, it couldn't be a possum with a pink stripe on it.
Masquerading maybe as an Easter bunny?
Could be.
Should you look on the right or left to try to...
Hello, darling. I know that girl on the front of the truck there.
No girlfriend, perhaps?
Perhaps. From Pikeville's Log Cabin Restaurant. Jimmy and all the gang up there. How you doing?
You know, I think I'd like to have one of those little cars. They look pretty fun.
There you go, fellas.
Daisy May.
Karen Sweeney. Carrie Sweeney. Karen Sweeney. Carrie. Anyway, Daisy May.
Marlowe's Packet.
Here we is. Okay. Marlowe Packet, of course, a well-known country entertainer here in the mountains of eastern Kentucky and elsewhere, for that matter. Also has a heart as big as the mountains when it comes to Christmas time and the kids.
Y'all clap your hands now. Come on, everybody.
Uh-oh. I'm glad to say that doesn't look familiar. Your shotgun wedding. Looks like one of our directors, Paul Vogel, on your right now in the black T-shirt.
The progress float there. Feel the difference? Doesn't exactly look like a modern Kroger store, though.
Easter egg tree?
Yeah, it looks that way. It's about that time, you know. Boy, there were balloons all over the place.
Lots of hot air when the politicians come to town. Oh, the balloons, I'm sorry. Yes.
The Pro Fitness float. That's hard to say, Pro Fitness float.
It's easy for you to say.
It's like a lift weights like that. Somebody ought to pick up the ante. We's hillbilly proud.
And there's our boss, isn't it? Whoops, no,
Which one?
that's the Super America entry. I'm not going to name names, no. That fella had a sunbird by day's end.
I bet he did.
What a difference in weather this weekend as opposed to last weekend.
Last Saturday, 24 inches of snow on the ground. Today, beautiful Saturday, sunny, 70.
Imagine trying to have this parade in 2 feet of snow.
I wonder if they would have had to cancel it had it been 2 feet of snow. People coming from so far, they would have almost had to have this parade.
That is one of my childhood heroes.
Batman?
Sure.
Pow, Zam.
Boom.
Boom.
Biff, Bop, and all those others. Every day is wash day or Jiffy Cleaners? Is that what that says?
I feel like every day's wash day at my house, too.
Hello, partner.
I really would be interested to know. We should ask this question. How do these cars get here?
I think in tow. Surely we didn't.
So I must have to. Hillbilly bus there. Most dancers would love to have an audience of 40,000 people.
And again, the idea behind Hillbilly Days is having fun, and that's what these people are doing. I don't know of anyone that I saw at the Hillbilly Days Festival that didn't have a good time.
A lot of smiles on a lot of faces.
I take that back. There were a few lost boys and girls, little ones out there. But once I found Mom, everything was okay.
The Pamper King and Queen. Wonder what you have to do to qualify to be the Pamper King and Queen.
I would be afraid to venture a guess, but they're emphasizing the importance of keeping the streams of eastern Kentucky clean and pure of debris, such as the infamous Pamper.
And the causes of Pampers right there.
There you go, right?
Belfry Fire Department in Pike County. Now that's the only way to ride. Well, on the other hand.
What a good-looking truck. That's beautiful. I'm in hog heaven in eastern Kentucky. As a kid, I must have had 2 dozen of little scale trucks such as that models.
From Thule Trucking?
No, not from Thule. I think...
Mattel, maybe?
Mattel, that's it.
Heavy hauling. Yeah, looks like they had a pretty heavy load there. What would you
nice
say?
Nice to see you, too.
30 to 40 people probably on there, at least.
Camera catching people by surprise when they go by. Oh, beautiful camera.
Well, hello to you, too.
Now, that's the way to get around. Unless you're the rear horse.
This is true. I wonder if there's a specific reason why they saved the horses for the last of the parade.
Remember that fancy footwork you had to do when you were walking back from the end of the parade? That's why.
That's why. Well, the wheels can take care of part of that anyway.
But the tread only holds so much debris. Get along, doggies, get along.
Pretty animals there. And the conclusion of the 1987 Hillbilly Days Festival Parade. We'll have more Hillbilly Days events in just a moment.
Would you spend 2 hours a day, 3 days a week for a body like this? The Charlotte K Figure Salon presents you with the chance to find a new you. Our program offers figure analysis and diet counseling. You get results that show in the mirror. Weight loss in inches, a firmer, well-toned body. And our maintenance program helps you keep fit. Plus, keep tan with our Wolf Tanning System. Try the Charlotte K Figure Salon in the Hazard Village Shopping Center. You'll see when you lose, you gain.
All day I face the barren way. Now's the day to call again. Ooh, call again. Call again, call again.
More and more people are finding quality water with a Culligan drinking water system. So maybe today you call it water, but tomorrow...
Call again. Ooh, clear, call again.
Hey, Culligan man.
Call again, call again, call again, call again.
Bright, new, vivacious, the WYMT Spring Catalog, blooming with terrific shopping ideas on every page. See the latest in shoes from Nike, Reebok, and Converse. Now at Belk Simpson in the Village Center Mall, Harlem. This 6-piece living room suite plus 2 free lamps, only $395. Now Baker Furniture, 3 miles north of Hazard Highway 15. The WYMT Spring Catalog. Spring selections made to order for your entire family. Power your boating fun this year with an Evinrude motor from Bowden Marine in Pikeville. Evinrude has been making waves since 1909. Today, they're still #1 in outboard technology. First in power steering, oil injection, electronic ignitions, corrosion protection, and more. Also, Evinrude delivers performance, durability, convenience, and fuel savings. For your fishing pleasure or sporty fun, Evinrude leads the way. See the complete Evinrude line at Mountain Marine, North Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
A lot of fun is had here at Hillbilly Days in the 10 past, but a very serious, worthy cause is the reason this event takes place each year.
We take approximately 26 per month out of Pike County alone, not including Letcher or Floyd County, to our Shrine Hospital in Lexington.
All this fun and frolic is more than just frivolity. It is life or death for many young children, and for others, a child walking and running as opposed to a lifetime sentence to a wheelchair or bedridden.
Most times you see a kid in the hospital that's not happy. I've never seen an unhappy kid in that hospital. Because there's all-time Shriners or hillbillies or somebody in there visiting, taking them stuff, talking to them, just making them happy.
Young burn and accident victims from throughout the mountains depend on the Shriners and their Lexington and Cincinnati hospitals for recovery. A recovery that could otherwise be beyond their reach because of exorbitant health care costs. At a Shriners hospital, money is no object.
If you go to that hospital one time, that's all you need to go. I start talking about hospital, I get choked up.
Oh, I see it.
Because I've been there too many times, and I'm so thankful for my 2 healthy grandchildren that that's why I put all this work in it, and it's worth every minute of it.
And in Kentucky, it's been uncovered that 2 former teachers convicted of child molesting still hold valid teaching certificates.
No wonder we're falling behind. They don't have the guts to take a teacher's certificate away for child molesting. In fact, they haven't taken a teacher's certificate away for anything in 40 years. We can't ask for performance. We've got to demand it.
Wallace Wilkinson for governor. It's time to fight back, Kentucky.
Better education takes more than money. It takes common sense and the guts to get it done.
Bright, new, vivacious, the WYMT Spring Catalog, blooming with terrific shopping ideas on every page.
See Harlan Farmer Supply for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. Now, Messer's Department Store in Martin, over 5,000 pairs of jeans to choose from. Names like Levi, Lee, and Calvin Klein.
The WYMT Spring Catalog. Spring selections made to order for your entire family.
Johnson's in downtown Pikeville is proud to show you beautifully handcrafted cowboy and cowgirl boots. Exotic skins like sea snake, python, lizard, and ostrich. Bench crafted like no other brand. Johnson's also carries eel-skin purses, billfolds for men, and men's belts. Our purses are handmade Italian from Lizia, made just for Johnson's. Other fashion standouts include Porsche, the ultimate in sunglasses, Guess jeans, and now Guess watches. Shop Johnson's for the best quality brands, the rarest and most sought-after items.
Carrier high-efficiency air conditioners and heat pumps are so reliable, you'll probably have no use for the 5 years of parts and labor you get free. In fact, if you need a repair just once, you'll get $25 for your trouble.
5 years? Yes, free parts and labor. 25 back? Yes, sir. You seen you? I doubt it.
Harlan Farmer Supply, 573 Cool. Offer expires June 1st.
We hope that you had as much fun as Janice and I have had this year at Hillbilly Days 1987 in Pike County.
That's right, Steve, and we sure hope that you will join us next year for Hillbilly Days Celebration 1988 for the 12th annual Hillbilly Days. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
I want to be an artist. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a pilot, top gun. I want to be a